Howdy, Banger Pals. Blayne welcoming you to another Metal Monthly, and it's January 2025. Metal Monthly has survived another year. I'm back bringing you all new metal and no new metal. This is Metal Monthly, Banger's monthly look at what's coming out in metal releases. As always, I bring you 5 of the best underground metal albums I've been able to scour from the internet. But before we get to my picks, here's a list of some of the big or noteworthy new releases coming out. Up first, January 1st, my pals in World Eaters released Hounds of Blood. It's an independent release. Obviously, they released it on January 1st. Pals in it's World Eaters. Check out World Eaters and tell them to release their music on a more normal day. Anyways, January 3rd is our first Friday in January, and don't worry about it, nothing came out. Moving on, January 10th, you've got one of the silliest band names to say, Faith X Tractor releasing Loathing and the Noose on Redefining Darkness, and Wyatt E is releasing Zamaru Ultu Karabzikaratu Part 1 on Heavy Psych Sounds. Gotta be stoned to read that title. January 17th, you've got Gravedigger releasing Bone Collector on Raining Phoenix, and you've got Tokyo Blade releasing this. Jesus! Shake it off, Blayne. Shake it off. Anyways, January 24th, Sentry is releasing Sign of the Storm on Electric Assault / Dying Victims. They're one of my favorite heavy metal bands right now, so make sure to grab that one. Hirikiri for the Sky is releasing Scorched Earth on AOP. Wardruna is releasing Burna by Norse. Is that metal? I don't know. That's for you to decide. January 31st, you've got The Helicopters releasing Overdrive on Nuclear Blast. Night Flight Orchestra are releasing Give Us the Moon on Napalm, and Pentagram are releasing Lightning in a Bottle on Heavy Psych Sounds. So that's the list. Now let's get on to my picks of the best of the underground. Up first, I'm real jazzed to talk to you about Onirophagus. Hey, what did you just call me? Revelations from the Void, Personal Records, January 17th. They're a Spanish death doom band whose name I'm probably going to avoid saying for the rest of this. Our boy Pablo Brocasto is back. One of the best arguments against using AI covers, Paolo Girardi. Because if someone asks you, hey, this is a cool album cover, who did your album cover? Do you want to show them this photo or this one? This one or this one? Which one do you think someone's going to be more impressed by? It's like you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about memes. This is sort of a death and a doom and a death doom record. It's also a weird one because a lot of times when they're fast, they're more doom, and when they're slow, they're more death metal. But then they're ping-ponging back and forth between the styles at any moment. And as the record goes on, they start doing it more and more and faster and faster. And while they might have shaken the hell out of the contents, the bag on the outside remains to keep things coherent instead of just leaving you with a mess on your rug. It would be fine. I got a ruggable. This isn't an ad. I bought a ruggable. I can put it in the wash. I paid for it. It's fine. So how could it be coherent based on my description? Well, because it's a death doom record, baby. It's a thing. It's its own thing. It's not just two genres happening at the same time. This is my favorite genre because of records like this. It's so interesting to just hand a band 2 entire genres worth of history and going, hey, freestyle with this, guys. Mix it up how you want. Give us something new. Moving on, it's Sarcator, Swarming Angels and Flies, Century Media Records, January 17th. Again, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a bit of a thing.
So we may rejoice in the winding paths of serpentine. Not come forth through the shadows of the past and into the aftermath. Swallow all that is body and dreadful wine. Hear the awoken time, weapon to the devil's mind.
Here we've got some Swedish black and thrash Titan arts giving us one of those old biblically accurate angels for the cover. And yes, the boys in Sarcator are back. Yes, this band name I feel more comfortable saying. Yes, I do mean boys because they're all between 19 and 25. So on the record, this is not going to surprise you because these are dudes who named their band a combination of Sarcophago and Creator. But here you're getting black and thrash on the chaotic, complicated side more than on the like beer and tits side. Matteo Tervonen has a "you good, dude? Is everything okay?" level of commitment to his vocals, which is all the more impressive based on how hard he's playing the guitar while this is going on too. It sounds like he's hurting himself to play this fast. They do give us a couple of different looks on the album though, and a slutty little guitar solo here, or a little gothic influence number there. I'm not surprised they got a Century Media deal. This seems like some kids that are just gonna keep going up, 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 and up. And it really feels like they tried to deliver the like next step record. They gave us a really solid album with some cool different like, hey, we can branch out a little bit too. We can experiment. We've got a future. So definitely pick this one up and definitely keep an eye on these dudes. Moving on, we've got, oh, Jesus Christ, Hxkapell with jordens, blod, urgravens, grepp. Nordvis Productions, January 17th. This is a Swedish black metal one-man project. I mean, look at this gorgeous cover by, oh, Jesus, Blayne. Man. But I also want to mention, toss the Häxkapell logo up on here too. Luciana Nedelia did that, and that's also sick. So this is a black metal record. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. Just look at the fucking thing. That's a black metal record. But it also has a lot of like doomy, folky action going on here. Strings, flutes, hands, drums, all that European folk bullshit is just loaded up into this bad boy. I think what causes me to not, absolutely hate it for that is that it sounds like honest and organic and not like it's on, you know what record label I'm talking about. I think the best way I can sum it up is, if you like Enslaved, you might like this. If you used to like Enslaved, you'll probably like this. Damn, he's taking no prisoners today. Anyways, sometimes a guy screams, sometimes a guy goes like, oh, that's what I mean. Comprende? We got that? Now we've got Scrüda, Fury Among Runes, Gods of War Productions, coming out January 31st to give your wallet a break on that 17th. If you heard Sarcator, we're like, yeah, this is okay, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. Do you have another black and thrash band coming out this month? Also starts with an S, but I don't know, it sounds a bit more like let's say an ape from hell. I'd be like, oh, dude, that's crazy. I actually do. And then you'd be like, do they really sound like an ape from hell? And then I'll be like, you're not gonna believe this, but they have a song called Ape from Hell. Be like, but is it like figurative? The first lyrics of the song is, "You are insane monkey." All right then. Scrüda are a Polish black and crusty, thrashy, speedy band, and they do not speak English very well. A few more fun facts about this record. It's got a song called Kill. The lyrics are, kill. They want me to kill, but I will kill them. End of lyrics. The record has 10 songs for a running time of 18 minutes, and I literally would not change a thing about this Mwah! If you liked my little skit, as a reminder, I do research this stream live on Twitch every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's a wacky one. I shotgun a lot of beers. I do nonsense like that. And if you like what we do at Banger TV, you can just head on over to Patreon, give us a couple of bucks, and then we never have to advertise some stuff like honey to you. That turned out to be a scam. But what isn't a scam is my promise to bring you a palate cleanse every single month. Crimson Storm, Living on the Bad Side, Fighter Records, January 14th. That's weird. This is an Italian/Spanish heavy metal record. We've got a cover by Old School Crew that I guess they just got them to paint directly onto a van. Awesome. So, Blayne, I haven't heard of Crimson Storm. Could you give us a bit of a bio? I'd love to give you a bit of a bio. Wait a minute, Blayne. You hate giving bios. Is this going to be a bit? This is going to be a bit, isn't it? Only one way to find out. So, Crimson Storm is a band. They were founded 16 years ago, and this is their first record. Wait, what? Yes, this is their first record. So I guess Logan Head started the band in Italy in 2009, but then he moved to Spain. What are you going to do? He had to get a new vocalist and bass player. He got them in 2017, which is still 8 years ago, but then he had to get a new drummer, and you know how that goes. So he finally got a new drummer in 2023, which is still 2 years ago, but the record's out, record number 1 in the bag. Follow-up coming in, I guess, 2050. And yes, it's a heavy metal record. That's what it is. It's not winning any points for originality. What it is winning points for is how fast and how well they play songs that sound like other songs you've heard before. I'm being a jerk. It's only because this is where I get to have my fun, and this is a record I really like. Pau Correas is one hell of a vocalist. There's certainly a lot easier dudes from the 80s he could have sounded like, and Logan can write a sharp lead even when he slows it down a bit being the key word here, because you've got like 2 tracks that are mid-tempo. I don't know if that counts as slowing it down. And while I've busted their chops, yes, I do really like their choice to inject like a bit of glam swagger and like gang vocals into new wave of traditional heavy metal speedy stuff. It does help give the record a bit of its own identity. And also, the album closer, we're singing in Spanish. More of that, please? Screw us Anglophones. Spanish heavy metal sounds way sicker. I'm assuming it's Spanish because the singer is Spanish, but the guitar player is Italian, so maybe it's Italian, and you're going to go into the comments and go, Blayne, that's an Italian song, and I'm going to have to go, I can't tell the difference between paella French and pasta French, and then you're gonna go, that's offensive, and then I'm gonna have to apologize to Europe. So I hope you're happy, because I am, because I gave you 5 great records. Please check them out. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you're excited about. This is January, and we already did pretty well, so good start to the year.